wondering how long Eric's hair would be.
Well, he's gotten it cut twice. Turn around. So
I
you
got
can see
I got the
back.
parts that were driving me crazy cut, but I kept the part that she
So
likes.
he's kind of almost got a mullet now.
The last time I asked her, okay, just cut a little bit out of the sides, so it doesn't flip out like I look like I'm gonna take off. And she took off a little bit. Yeah, well, she took off a little bit too much, so it's much more mullety. So I kind of moved from the 60s to the 90s with one haircut. Or 80s, late 80s.
You look great, Anita.
Oh, it's good to see you.
It's wonderful to see you.
Today would be the last day of the reunion.
Oh my
wow.
gosh, you're right. Oh.
Well, this is a version of it.
Well, Eric and I will give each other a white elephant gift later, so we feel okay.
Are you going to try and steal from each other too?
Yeah, actually, I found something that I was going to use, and maybe we should auction it off at the end of the call, and we'll send it to whoever.
We could do like a trivia or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, Vecchi, remember we did Vecchi Family Trivia when you came to the house at one time?
That's true.
So there's a lot of questions that you've gotten, huh?
Yeah.
So you're going to do this like an interview, right, Monica? So people...
That's the goal. We'll see how it goes. I got people's questions and I got my mom's answers to some of them. I've tried to put it into an order that made some sense, and I'm trying to still talk through the questions I have answers for, just so they're part of the record, because I think probably many people want to know the answers, and I'm trying to go through it that way. But it's a lot, and I don't know if we're gonna like
Right.
take detours and stuff like that. So
So I don't know how we don't have any idea how many people could be on the call.
No, I know that Nora's going to try and call in. Lisa's going to call in. Veronica responded and said, great. I think Donna might join. I think Laura's joining.
Okay. If we get above like 12, one of the techniques to keep the line speed okay is anybody who's not talking goes on mute, because then it doesn't use as much bandwidth.
Yeah, I think if people aren't, well, I can tell people to mute themselves, but I also know that I can mute them.
Okay.
How to do
That,
Pardon?
I don't know how to do that.
Now you're mute.
Don't worry about it. Anita should not worry about it. She's got sound. Don't touch anything. Just leave it.
Exactly. But technically bottom left, what it says mute.
But just leave it. Then we won't unmute. Then you won't unmute.
the thing about it is the reason Arena's like this is because she's not trainable on this stuff. But
I mean, it's just a mystery to me. If it works once, it's like, great, don't touch anything.
I still have to come into the room to turn off the TV.
All I know is that if I better go first.
Aufzeichnen. That could be copied, right?
What do you mean copy?
These things that are on the bottom, it says Aufzeichnen. That's copy, or?
Oh yeah. Well, it's recording, but Eric and I are both recording, so you don't need to worry about that.
No, I was just wondering what one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You can also do reactions.
Oh yeah. What does that mean?
If you look at my screen, there you go.
Oh. So. What does this mean? Klatschen. Clap.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how do you get it? You just press it.
It goes away by itself after a while.
Okay. I asked Pam if she was going to join Rita, but she said no.
She sent me, you got her questions, I think, already, right? So.
Oh, I didn't get it. Oh,
Or Monica did, yeah.
Oh. You know, it's interesting. Pam wrote one time about my father and how, he helped her with things and stuff. And, I was kind of jealous after we You never did any of that with me. With you, Leslie, did he have personal time or something? There was nothing personal in our time together, really.
Well, he taught me how to sweep.
Yeah, he taught me how to sweep.
I bet you he taught you how to sweep.
Yeah. The things Pam talked about were different, you know, and I thought, I'm glad that she had those experiences.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I'm seeing Paul.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would be wonderful.
and Mark? How do you get more to the side?
Hey, how we doing? Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can.
Thank you for not using the camera, Mark. That's very thoughtful of you.
You can't see my face, can you?
No.
Why can't you?
You didn't turn on your camera. There's a thing that says video on the bottom.
Got Chris here, so we're all set.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, hi, Bobby.
Bob,
Bobby.
Bob.
His honor.
Chris, how do I turn on my camera?
All right, is this one of those meetings we start with the Pledge of Allegiance?
Oh, we see shadows.
Bob, your microphone might not be on.
Oh, Gary!
Hey,
Where's Gary?
Wow!
Oh, I saw him.
the top of your head never looked better, Mark.
Rita,
Hi, how are you doing?
Hi!
I'm doing great. I loved your card. What a great card.
You got it. I thought it would take forever because
It arrived on my birthday. Where did you get that picture?
I took that picture. I got it out of an album. Where are you? Oh, there
Oh my
you are.
God.
I thought, oh. I think you were 2. I think you were 2 years old.
Did you dress me up or something? What
Yeah,
was
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Child abuse. That was child abuse.
Oh, you look like an emperor. What do you mean? You know, you had your toga.
I told Mom, I said, you left me in the care of your sisters and they dressed me up. That was great. That was really something. I love that card. That was great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, Martha.
Hey, Vic.
How are you?
Martha.
Good. And you?
Hey, Sal.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Martha, everything and Brandon and Ava just
left. So we have a nice together.
They have it set up the way they can. Anything else?
Did I get it yet, Chris?
Martha, don't go away.
Can't give up.
Don't go away. No,
Looks like it.
that's a question for you.
Aunt Laura.
Your computer's messed up. No, it's
Hi, Aunt Laura. Hi, Sal.
Oh, this is
How
great.
do I get everybody on?
You have to go for the little grid. See the, you see the little grid?
Why can't we see the rest of the thing?
There's some. Maybe.
Is Paul having trouble connecting to audio, it looks like?
Who are you talking to, Marty?
It looks like Paul is trying to dial in, but it says it's been in the same state saying connecting to for a bit.
We're gonna go in the other room, or where are we?
No, she's staying right here.
Hey Bob, if you swing your phone the other way, it'll get a wide screen shot rather than this. There. Well, it's.
And also, if there's 2 devices, I don't know, Mark and
It
Bob.
started up for a second and then it died. I don't know.
There you go.
There was a little bit of reverb.
It started up for a second.
Oh, there's Aunt Rita.
There it goes. For a second.
What's going on? Is it too much? Is it being overloaded?
I don't know.
Yeah. If you have a bunch of phones connected to your network, that slows down your feed. It also, anything that would be connected other than the camera would slow things down too.
Hi, Anita. Oh, hi, Rita. How you doing? Hi. Oh, let
I saw the picture.
just a minute. Picture just went.
I can
Get closer
hang
to
on
you.
to this, right? Hi, Anita.
Hi.
Hey, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Oh my gosh.
Not the same as being in
What are you doing?
person.
What are you
What's that?
What are you doing?
I'm just
I said I'm so upset that you couldn't come
putting in the
this
tomatoes.
year.
No, I don't want to do that, Rita.
Oh
No, this
gosh.
is about them, not about us.
What's that noise?
It's right there. Yeah. But there's Chris. That's Chris too.
So I had to mute the screen because there was kind of feedback between that microphone and another.
Laura's on there too.
Where is Laura?
Well, I can't get
Hello. Oh, it's hi, Laura.
Hey, Rita.
How you doing?
Good.
Hey, I love that you insulate. I love that you air conditioned your garage. That sounded pretty good to me.
It's great, really.
The car likes it too.
Pretty hot down there, right?
Yeah, I just love it.
That's
So
something.
Hi, Paul.
Brad and I aren't going to stay out long, so we're going to head back to home because we've been here for a week. So we just want to say hi to everyone.
Hi, Christopher.
Hi, Christopher.
Yeah, I ran upstairs so I didn't get the feedback from 3 microphones in the same room. Chris.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was wonderful. Married man.
The things you'll do for a write-off.
What? As soon as I figure out how to do it, I'm going to put the video on the Facebook for the wedding.
That'd be great.
You could do it on YouTube, and then copy the link on
All
Facebook.
right. I'm going to stop hogging the...
It's great.
Oh,
Oh dear, how you doing, Anita?
oh, good, good.
Good.
It's very hot here.
Is it? Well, hot here too. You got the air conditioning on. You have air conditioning?
No,
No.
no. You're welcome to come to my garage.
Yeah, you have to go visit Laura.
Well, if I just go into our garage, that's cooler than it is here. But it's okay.
Really?
It's not
Uh-huh.
bad.
Well, good. That's good. Glad to hear that.
I've been asking, is Paul there or is he at home? Oh,
Who's that?
Paul.
Paul?
Yeah.
Paul, your mic's not on. It doesn't seem like.
He's in Colorado, Paul. He's not here.
Oh, he's in Colorado.
Mark, you're gonna get feedback.
Here you Paul.
Yeah.
He didn't come this time. Just Mark.
So Mark and Bob, are your phones close to each other? I think there's some feedback there.
Oh.
There he is.
Hey, Mark.
Hey,
Hi, Mark.
Hi, who's that up there?
how we doing?
That Lisa?
Hi, Mark.
Huh?
Hi, dear.
Hi.
Oh, wait.
What happens if you...
Did Eva just join?
What's
Oh,
that?
Eva?
We're going through a lot of different stuff here.
Moni, how come there's this picture that's frozen of Mark and...
Yeah, I don't know. That's maybe
taking
a
up
previous
space.
computer.
That's their line speed.
Unfortunately, my laptop is on. You have a phone that works?
Oh, where is he?
Why is it?
Yeah,
I had to mute. I quickly muted Mark's phone just to test it. So it is from that.
Can you make Paul's phone, can you do anything so that we can hear him? Paul?
Oh.
Oh,
Let's get rid of this. You need Who's which one?
he has something on.
Which one is this?
Can you shut it down? We got too many.
Sounded good, Mark.
We're never gonna get to it.
Oh, Mark, I muted you.
Okay, here, mom's gonna use this one. I'll cover up. Okay, you use. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Eva, is that
Okay.
you?
Okay, just push this one.
Hi.
Oh. Whose phone is this? Here. Okay, can you tell them to shut it off, please?
Hey, Nora.
Hey, Donna. Hey, good morning.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, Donna.
Doug.
Oh. Okay, I'm sorry.
Nora, you got your hair all cut. Or is it just pulled back?
Leave.
Here's Jerry. Who's having
Hey,
a
Jerry.
on the corner?
Hi. Can you hear? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I
Okay, good. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, we can.
We can't hear her. We can't hear you.
Oh.
Hi, I can't hear you.
Can you hear us now? No.
disconnecting the audio.
Marcus. Oh.
Marcus is joining. Veronica, Adam. There's an 860 number. I don't know who that is.
Is this Eva down below?
I don't know why we can't. I don't
I
know why
thought
we
the
can't
phone
hear
number
you.
might be Eva.
Mark, we can hear you. Make sure your phone volume is up.
Okay, basically, whatever phone is working the best. Hey, Bob. Do you have something that's working well in there? Okay, then mom needs that.
Laura.
Hey, Marcus.
Marcus, guten Tag.
Hello, Marcus. Good to see you.
He's a little blurry.
Laura, where's?
Mark, put yours on mute while the phones are in the room.
Chris, you know why I can't hear her for some reason? I can't hear her. Just on the phone.
Can't hear him because your volume.
No, it's not.
Marcus. Take the hat off. I didn't recognize you with that hat.
All right, can you hear us now?
Yep, we can hear you.
You can hear us too?
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes. Can you hear us?
We lost Mark.
No, I.
Laura?
Your mic's open.
It's in your garage.
I can hear something, but it's super low.
You're right.
Oh.
Hey, there you
Microphone shows your 5 max, so gotta be something with your phone.
Maybe they were on the phone or something.
There's Lisa.
Hey.
Hi.
Theo.
So Lisa, are you in Utah already?
I'm gonna put us on mute.
No,
Okay.
no, not yet. We're waiting. I'm supposed to be at their house when they get home.
Okay.
Oh, she must.
You hear mom now?
Now?
There's still some feedback.
I'm supposed to be monitoring. Not doing well. Well, what's what I was going to do?
They cannot have two phones in the same room.
Hi, Josh.
I can't do that.
We'll do that.
Who has the
He
860
needs a.
599 number?
Marcos.
It must be.
Hi, it's Gabriel.
Hi, Gabe.
Hello.
Oh, that's nice.
Thanks for calling in.
Good Marco over there.
All right. Do we have the technology figured out? Any problems? Any? Rita, you're set up?
Aunt Rita should move her hand.
Okay.
Her hand is on the camera.
a little after 10:30, so I feel like the last couple minutes, a few more people joined. I think we should start. So the way I thought we'd do this, thank you to everybody who sent in some questions. And Aunt Rita, just first and foremost, thank you so much for being willing to take the time and to be with us and share some of your knowledge and experience and your knowledge of our ancestors and relatives. And so excited that we have the opportunity to talk. And I asked some people questions, or I asked if anybody wanted to send questions in, and so I've shared those with you. Since then, actually, my mom answered some of them, some of the easier ones with like dates and names. And so I still wanted to cover those questions just because I'm sure information that a lot of people would like to know. So I thought let's go through them and I'll fill in the information I know, and then maybe you can just add to that. If everybody who's not Aunt Rita right now could mute themselves, that would be great. And then if at some point, if it's taking too long, because I did receive a lot of questions, just let me know and we can stop. Maybe we can schedule a second call. Just let me know how you're doing. And so that Mark shared most of the questions with you. I've worked some of them in the meantime, but I just want to start and see if you want to share a little bit about your father, Secondo. I heard he was born in 1886 and died in 1925. And it sounds like he might have died of a burst appendix or bleeding ulcer. More information on that, but most importantly, I don't know if you know what he was like, and how was he? I know you were young when he passed away, but do you know something about him you could share? Uh-oh, we can't hear you. And Rita, we can't hear you somehow.
What do you want to say?
What, she wanted to know what he died of?
He died of a ruptured peptic ulcer.
Okay. And most importantly, do you know something about how he was like? His grandma shared what he was like.
What was he like? Who was he like?
Well, let me see. Well, Mom said that she used to tell me that Ray was a lot like him. You know, he kind of quiet and easygoing guy. He said, very different than Pop. He was, a little more active. But he said he was very, very kind person, very nice. So, different. He said it was very different from Louis.
Did you get all that?
I did. Yeah, thank you. And my mom shared a quote of Grandma saying that Secondo and Louis' mother said that she married the worst and the best of her sons.
That's right. That's right.
That might be a little severe. I don't know if I work on it.
But that's what
The truth.
his mother said. I know it. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, he did. Mom did say that. Grandma said that. And well, I guess when they were at home, I guess he was a real hellraiser.
Who?
Louis.
Louis.
His mom said that she remembered she wasn't very old. That they lived in sort of, said he and these other guys, young guys, come riding through the town with horses, just terrorizing everybody. And she said he was terrible. I said, oh, okay. And he said he was very, they're getting in trouble all the time. So I guess that's all you can say. I guess Secondo wasn't like that, so difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there have been questions about how the Vecchis might immigrated to the U.S. And so it sounds like Secondo came in 1912, and then he came in 1913.
Yeah.
Did the other brothers come with them? And what motivated them to come to the U.S. in the first place?
Well, I think they decided they thought there wasn't much going on for them. They thought they'd find, better employment or have a better life if they came to America. Then stayed in Italy. I guess things weren't too good over there, economically and stuff. And so one came, and then they all started coming.
Yeah.
And then they started the bakery and one thing and another. So that was it. Terzo had come, but he went back. He's the only one that went back.
Yeah.
He didn't stay.
Yeah. And then there's questions about. It sounds like Secondo went back and married Grandma, but we don't know when that happened and how they met in the first place. She left.
Well, their families knew each other.
Okay.
Back in La Mucha or Camerino or wherever it was. And he went to, Secondo went to visit the family. And when he came back, and of course she had grown up now. And I guess they decided to get together. I don't know, she didn't give me too much. I don't think it was too long either that they were. But then they went to Rome. They were supposed to leave from Rome, and the papers or something got mixed up. So it's actually, that's why Ray was born in Rome. And it took a couple of years to get the papers back and all the stuff straightened out so they could come. So that's why Ray was born in Italy, and they didn't get right over here quickly.
So they were married in 1918.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Grandma was 18 years old, and Secondo was 12 years or so older than her.
Yeah.
So when he went back, he actually stayed in Italy for a while, and they.
I went back to visit.
Okay.
After World War I, he couldn't go during the war. So after World War I, he decided to go home to visit.
When it was over.
And the war was over by that time. So that's when he went, I guess, to Camerino and Rita there, wherever, and saw Mom. And I don't know how long they went together. I don't think they were over there too long. And then he came back, and he had a son for her. But since he had been, when he came here, he went in the army. And that caused him, he was American. That gave him American citizenship. And because of that, he could ask Mom to come over. Had to put in papers and stuff. So she could come over. And that's how it all came about.
Wow.
He got his brothers over here, and when it got over, then I guess they sort of all came. The ones like Venanzio and Terzo went back. He was in the army, though. He had joined the army, but never went. Like Pop, too. All he was a camp drum for I don't know how long, a while. Training, and then, I don't know if the war ended. I don't know exactly what happened. So that was that, I guess.
Thank you.
Okay.
Lisa sent me a photo of the Vecchi brothers with our great-grandparents that I would like to share on my screen. And I don't know, Rita, if you're able to actually see.
No, we've got the same photo in the house.
Oh, you do? Great. Okay.
Yeah, we got the same photo in a frame in the dining room.
Yeah.
So it's the same.
So what about it?
Great. I wanna share it. Just can others see my screen?
No.
No, there she's talking.
I don't know if people can see my screen and
Yep.
the photo.
Just hold it up to your face.
I just wanted to share that
It's on
of the
her-
Vecchi
it's on her
brothers.
computer.
I don't know if everybody knows that the Vecchis were named first through finished, essentially, is what my mom said. Primo, secondo, terzo, quarto, quinto, sesto, lida, and finis. But then it sounds like my mom was not sure about how many kids. She thought there were 10 kids in the family. Do you know?
Let me see. Were they? And then they had 4 daughters. Huh?
There were 10 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a question about the couple. That's Venanzio and his wife Maria, right?
Yeah.
This is Maria and Venanzio, and the son is Renato, right?
Yeah.
Renato. Go ahead.
But he passed away. That picture of that little boy at the table, and he passed away actually before Mom came, and so she didn't know what he died of. I guess he died when he was pretty young, and I think she didn't
We
know.
have that picture.
We have that
Because
picture.
when Mom came, Emily and Henry were already, running around with kids. Henry, I guess, is about 4 years older than Ray was 15 months old, and Emily and about a year older than Ray, and Henry's about 4 years older than all of them. So that was that. They were kids anyway. And that's all we know about about them. And as I say, Terzo, of course, he went back to Italy, and he had 2 daughters. He had Amalia and Maria.
You have
And
Torto had 2 daughters, Amalia and Maria.
I don't know. I know about the other guys. They were here in America. Sesto got married. Quinto had kids, and that's it. Unless you want to know, I know all the other kids they had, but
Do you know the daughters' names?
Who?
The daughters' names? Do you know the Vecchi daughters' names?
4 daughters besides Nima.
2. What did I say?
One was
4
Vanilla.
daughters.
2 daughters.
You said 4.
4.
Yeah.
Can you
3.
unmute it?
3.
Oh, wait.
3?
Amalia, Maria, and Norina.
Not Fanimala?
Here, see.
And Fini, well, they,
Amalia.
Amalia and Maria were second Herzog daughters,
Oh,
and Fanimula and Lita were sisters. Were the sisters. It was Fanimula, Lita, and Norina. They were the sisters. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for that. I just shared my screen for others to see the photo. So this is on the left, I believe Secondo, and then Louis in that photo.
I thought this was Secondo.
One other question that I was interesting is obviously the Vecchi brothers started a bakery. And did the Vecchis in Italy also have a bakery, or what did they do for a living, and how did they know how to bake like that?
What did they do for a living in Italy? They knew how to bake.
Oh, Italy? I guess Mom said the parents had a store in Rome. And before that, they were no. They worked for other farmers.
Sharecroppers.
Sharecroppers. Yeah.
And the Rebecca, my mom had a grandma telling her that she would take care of silkworms when she was young, thinking that they sounded like they were raising silkworms. Do you know what their family did?
Something about silkworms?
They were
About what?
upholsterers.
Silkworms.
I think they were
You
upholsterers.
know anything about that?
Oh, they had silkworm, made silk. They made silk.
Who did that?
I don't know who did it. Somebody in the family, then they used silk, the material. I don't know too much about that.
Can you unmute it?
Can't
Okay.
mute it, but
Somebody, I don't know, not unmute, there's an
I
echo.
don't wanna unmute.
Yeah, there's an echo that's interfering.
Hi, it's Veronica. I think it's Annie because it's a Connecticut number. It's so maybe Eve, you could do a mute.
I don't know. I don't understand.
No, that's okay. It's a technical problem. Let's get you in here a little better.
And Dee Dee wanted to know if any of the Vecchis died during the Spanish flu in 1918. She thought that she had heard that the sister or her parent passed away during that time.
Yeah, I'm sorry we didn't get that, Monica, because of the feedback.
Okay. Let me see if I can mute.
I think you can force mute Aunt Eve.
Oh, sorry, now I've muted you.
Look here. Smile.
Let me see if there's anybody who's not muted. No, I think now it's better, actually.
I think
It
the
is
number
better.
dropped off, so we're good.
Okay. All right. So the question was, Dee Dee thought that she had heard that some of the Vecchis might have died during the Spanish flu in 1918. Or grandma's sister, perhaps, or her parents. Do you know anything about that?
I don't know about the Vecchis, but Mom's mother died during an epidemic, and I think one of her brothers. But I don't think any of the Vecchis did, as far as I know.
All right. Thank you. Can you tell us a little bit more about Grandma? My mom said she was born in Madalena. I couldn't find that area. But do you know more about her early life? Can you share a little bit about her, what she was like for those of us who never met her or too young to remember?
About her? Well, she was born, I guess, in Mucha, I think. Well, because maybe near that, I don't know. Maybe Mucha is the Providence or something. And I don't know. Somebody, I don't know. But what do you mean you want to know about what?
About what she was like in her early life, if she shared anything about that, what life was like in Italy before she moved to the U.S., and any stories you can remember about her that you'd like to share.
Well, I think she never talked too much about her family except her brother Giuseppe. You know that? Her brother, he ended up being a monk, and he was in Brazil for many, many years. And actually, when her mother passed away, after her mother passed away, and father remarried, and the woman he married had a son, and so she really didn't care about Giuseppe. That's why he left, because he said nobody she wasn't very nice to him. So he went a monk, a missionary, and he was in Brazil most of his life. And then when he retired, he went back. And that's when I went over, when Vic and I went over to Italy, he had just come over. He just retired, so I got to meet him. And oh God, he was very nice. And it was funny because our Rita was very different than the rest of us girls. We always said, where did she come from? She should be more quiet. So after I met, I said, now I know where she came from. He was just like that. He was very quiet, spoke softly, and almost sounded like her. I told her that when I came back. I said, oh my gosh, I know who you took after now. I don't know who we took after.
Yeah.
The rest of us. Somebody.
Tell her that Grandma said she should have taken.
Oh yeah, and Mom said she's so upset that she didn't bring him with her when she came to America. And she said that when she went to say goodbye, grabbed her hold of her skirt, kept saying, "Don't leave me, don't leave me." Yeah. And she said, I don't know why I left him. I should have brought him with me. And then later on, Mom and Pop several times sent him money, or said they'd send him money to come over, but he would never come. He said no, kept saying no. maybe someday. Well, he never came. And I'll tell you, when I called him after Mom passed away, oh my God, he was on the phone. Oh, he passed away very shortly afterwards. You know, and he was quite a bit younger than Mom, but he was so upset, and and so on. So, well, anyway, I was glad I got to meet him. Very nice, very nice.
Thank you. One of the questions was what Grandma loved about the U.S. and what she missed from Italy, and my mom said she loved everything about the U.S., maybe except her in-laws.
What did she love the most about the United States, and what did she miss the most from Italy?
I don't think she missed too much. You know what her famous quote was?
Yep.
God bless America.
So that was,
She loved America. She loved everything.
That was the same with the ship.
And every time something would come in, well, yeah, the ship she came on was named America. And she said when they got to Ellis Island, I guess, and she saw the Statue of Liberty, she said they were all out on deck and all looking at the statue. And she said, I'm a clear real loud. She goes, God bless America. She said everybody started laughing. And she says, oh, I thought it was wonderful. America was wonderful. And she really liked it. She always said that. And not that she didn't like Italy, but she loved America. She loved to vote. You know, she became a citizen possible. And I don't know how she voted every election. And boy, she called me. Did you go vote? Yeah, okay. Now to make sure that everybody's voted.
That's great.
It's very important to her, you know. And she said this was funny, because I guess she was Republican. Yeah, registered Republican. But the year that what's his name, Al Smith ran for president was a Democrat, Catholic. She voted for him. She said, but you know, he lost. That's the first and the last time I voted Democrat. And so anyway, but oh yeah, when election day came, she was ready to go to the election to vote all the time. Kept up, and she'd read the paper a lot. That's how she really learned, I guess, that she never went to classes, but she listened to the radio every morning, and she got so she could read good. And she'd come up and say, "Did you see that? Did you read that in the paper?" And I said, "Well, no." "Why didn't you read it?" I said, "I haven't got time." And she, "You got to read the paper." "Yes, okay, I'll read the paper." And she was funny. She's very, very important for her to vote and be involved and see what was going on, and so on and so forth. She was very good about that. Yep, she really was.
Thank you for sharing that. And I heard that Amalia Bedoli came to visit for a bit. My mom mentioned you have a story about her. But before we go into that, my mom asked to clarify, I guess, Amalia sounds like she was a foundling. And that my mom knows is that she was found under a tree, a supposed Bedoli tree. But my mom couldn't find anything about that tree in the dictionary, and she was just wondering what story you know.
Well, I don't know, maybe it's named different. I don't know, but that's what Mom always said. They were found under the Bedoli tree, and that's why they got that last name. And they must have, I don't know where Amalia came from. She had that first name on her. I don't really know. But that's the story I know. I don't know any more about that.
Okay. And what is the story about the scarf or hat that my mom mentioned? About
you have a story about with Amalia and a scarf and a hat. We don't know that.
visited?
When she visited.
She visited. Yeah, when she came, you know, to visit after her husband passed away and stuff a while. You know, her son said, "Come on," they wanted her to come over here because they didn't all, like, they couldn't all go over there to come visit. So she did. And of course, when she came, she was all in black. She had a black coat, black scarf, and they wore, you know, the black shawl on their heads and everything. And my mom takes one look at her first thing. She says, you know, Mom, in America we don't wear shawls. We wear hats. Oh, well, all right. So there was a very nice milliner on Main Street. They went down and she bought this hat. She loved it. She loved her hat. Before she went back to Italy, she went down and bought another one. She said, I'm never going to wear a shawl again. and two black. Mom got her to wear black and white dress instead of all black. Yeah, so I don't know if she'll continue that all the time or not. But that was, and she was very nice. She was like sort of on the quiet side, you know, very nice lady. Yeah.
But that's the.
What?
She was whose grandparents? What side of the family was she?
She was what?
What side of the family was she on? The mom's side?
Oh, her husband?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Filippo Ribeg.
Filippo Ribeg. So it's like, yeah. So
Well,
it's
wait a minute. That's not right. Not right. She was Enrico.
She was
Vecchi.
Enrico's, that's right. So she was the.
Yeah,
No.
Grandma's mother was Rita. Rita Vitali.
So yes, what she's saying is that Amalia Bedoli was Enrico Vecchi's wife.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. She was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amalia.
And Enrico Vecchi was the father of all the 10 kids. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how was life for you and Rita growing up in Canandaigua? Did you feel more Italian, more American? Like, how was that? I've heard different stories from your
I
sister.
think when I was in St. Mary's and went there, I don't know what I can say. I don't think I felt Italian or anything. I don't know. I didn't feel that I was ever, you know, discriminated against or anything. In high school, I kind of felt it a little bit. Because there were some snippy girls in there. Oh, they wouldn't let, well, we couldn't join the chorus.
Really?
Couldn't join the they had a library club.
Yeah.
You know, where you couldn't help with damn books. They wouldn't let us join that. What was the other thing?
Because they were
Two or
Italian?
three things. No, they wouldn't.
Because they're Italian
Huh?
and Catholic. I'm not-
Oh, the YMCA, the Y, they had the Y, girls Y. No Italian girls.
So tell them about when you went to St. Mary's, though.
Let's just
Tell them about
let it go.
Ray and you when you went to St. Mary's. The English.
Oh, English.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when
So
Ray
let it go,
went,
so let's let it go.
poor Ray, he didn't know English at all. Because all they spoke was Italian, I guess. So first grade, he failed the first grade
Why?
because he couldn't read, you know. But, so he had to repeat the first grade. And so then when I went to school, I knew a little more English because of Ray,
Because of
you know,
Ray.
talk, but I did not know how to read. I couldn't read a word. So in the middle of before the first semester, Sister Teresa Joseph.
Wow, you remember
Oh,
that?
I remember her name.
Teresa Joseph. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I don't know how she contacted Mom, but Mom appeared after school one day, and so she said, told Mom that I probably wouldn't pass because I couldn't read. And she said, "Oh," Mom said, "Oh." So she had this Helen Conley, I remember. And it's funny because Helen Conley never even got to finish high school. But she knew how to read.
Yeah.
But she wasn't a great student, I guess. Well, anyway, got her to read out of the reader.
Right.
So she gets up and, reads very well. So then she asked me to get up and read. Well, I was kind
That's
of
so good.
tumbling along. And she said, "See?" She she's not going to pass. She's got to be able to read this stuff. Oh, Mom, oh no, she's going to pass. And the sister said, well, she passes, passes the test, be fine. That was it. So we get home, she says to Ray, every night you got to sit down with Rita and read a page. She's got to learn how to read.
Yeah.
So she can, and my God, I passed.
Yeah, because Ray helped you. Ray did it.
And I helped him in high school too.
Yeah. Okay. Help each other.
Yeah, in high school. That was awful.
Well,
Poor Ray. Oh God. Intermediate algebra killed him.
that kills a lot. That kills a lot.
He could not pass intermediate algebra.
Yeah.
He took it, I don't know, 2, 3 times,
Yeah. Well,
it was a half a unit then.
right.
And I don't know, I was pretty math was my good subject, really. I was pretty good at math. So I didn't have any trouble with it. I mean, it wasn't a cinch, but and so he finally and I think that's horrible. For half a unit, they didn't let him graduate. And if that wasn't a horrible time, well, Mom was gonna go bananas.
Right.
And so Ray at supper time said, I'm not going back to high school. And Pop said, you're not? He said, no, I'm not going back. He said, so Pop pulls out his wallet, takes out some money and says, here, go down to Shankman's tomorrow and buy 2 pair of white pants. He said, as long as you're not going to school, you gotta learn to do something. You learn to make bread. So Ray looks at, I don't think that those were his plans. But he took the money and he went down and he worked all summer. And a few days before school, he came in and he said to Mom, I'm going back to school.
Good decision.
I'm going back. Oh, so then that was the other story. You had to take intermediate, right? I was taking intermediate. I almost died. I walked in the classroom and there he is sitting in the seat in the corner. And he looks at me. Oh, cripes, I thought. How would they put him in my class for? Miss Clapp, she was the teacher. She was a liar. Well, anyway.
Okay, there's some good stories.
Thank you. 2 quick questions that I remembered is one of them is that there's a rumor at some point surfaced about the brothers being on a ship at the same time as the Titanic. Is that true? Do you know?
Not that I know of. I never heard anything about that. I know Mom's ship was America, but as far as I know, she never went to the same time or whatever. I don't know.
She said he came in 1920.
And then the other question is whether you know by any chance if there's still relatives left in Camarino. Sounds like the town was and whether there's still relatives
in Cameroon.
Oh, well, there were
But after the
up to
earthquake,
a few years ago when they had that earthquake over there. And Camarino is completely damaged, as you know. Amalia and Maria were living there. And then they lived in a trailer camp or some kind of a trailer camp, I don't know, like housing thing. And that's where they died there. And then nobody else, because neither one of them had children. Sergio's, I guess Anita said he's still there. I don't know what he does, because he had a jewelry business before, but I don't know. She has contacted him, but she said the last time he didn't answer her. So I don't know if he decided to leave. He died. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Thank you. And then as a final question to you and Rita, do you have any advice for our generations to help with all these questions?
This could take a while.
Good.
What?
Do you have any advice for her generation?
Oh.
For your grandchildren?
great any advice. Well, let me see. What can I say? Live a good life, you know, be honest with everybody. Live a good life, have faith, and do the best you can. That's all you can do, you know? Give you the best you can with what the good Lord ability gave you. Use it to the best, to the fullest. And, you know, be honest about things all the time.
Good advice.
Good advice. Thank you, Rita.
Okay.
So those are the questions I have. I'm sure there's probably more. So I don't know how you're feeling. If you if you'd be interested in taking some questions,
What was that?
open it up.
In what year did Peter?
Oh yeah.
Where did Peter fall in the birth order of between you and Ray?
Or no, it was
Yeah, Gary's asking a question about
Peter.
her brother Peter that died when he was 2. Who was?
When was he born? And when did he? What year was he born? And what year did he die?
well,
And who was his father?
well, Louis was his father. They were. He was Louis' first child, and I was. Let's see. I was trying to think of how old I was when he died. I remember he was about almost 2. Wasn't quite 2, but almost. And I was probably 5 years old when he
So
passed.
he's 3 years. You're 3 years older than he.
Yeah, about
So
3.
he was born in 1926.
Yeah.
And what year were Grandma and Louis married?
One must have been
25?
26.
26.
Because they got married in 26.
Yeah,
So
he was
this
born in
must have
27.
Probably 27.
Okay.
Along in there.
That makes sense.
How old was he when he died?
2.
2. Like died in
Well, not quite 2, but he was,
1929, something like that.
yeah. Yeah, it was because Elder was born in 1930. No, he was born 20, maybe 28. I mean, died in probably 28. I don't know. It's on the cemetery. We'll have to tons of stone. I can't remember exactly, but I know the Elder was born on 30. And he had passed away, which was a terrible thing. But, well, today that wouldn't have happened. They have medicines. They didn't have any antibiotics in those days. And he died mastoiditis, got earache, and died on the table that time. Horrible guy. So that's, I guess, that's about all I know about that. Okay?
Thank you.
Yay! do the other sisters have
Anything else?
I don't know. Anybody? Mom, you unmuted yourself?
No, I didn't. Somebody asked if I had air conditioning, and this is my air conditioner. It's probably an antique, and on the back it says
Oh yeah, she's got a
Vecchi
point.
Brothers,
Oh, grocery, right?
and it says, oh, what was it? I can't read it backwards.
Italian bread.
It says they make Italian and Italian and American in new bread, also new quality bread and new.
Oh.
What would that be?
I don't know. But and this is the front.
What about the bread?
The fan. Anita's got a fan.
It
a Vecchi
says that
Brothers
they
fan.
sell Italian bread, American bread, and new quality bread.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know.
Somebody was into
Any
marketing.
idea?
Tony, can you see a thing? I can only see Rita really big.
Yeah.
My screen.
Yeah, if you show I can spotlight it.
Oh, okay.
So now everybody can see you.
See the
United
fan.
we stand. And then what's the other side?
United we stand.
Uh-huh.
Freedom
United
for
we
all.
stand freedom and justice for all. Ha ha.
Hallelujah.
You're here.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
I don't know where I got it, but it's it really must be an antique by now.
Huh.
No.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's nice.
Mark.
She looks great.
Just started about
Look at that.
grandma, like going to the hospital. The Italian ladies in the neighborhood wanted to give birth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was modern going to the hospital.
Oh, yeah, you know, when Mom came and she was, you know, I was pregnant, when she was pregnant with me, she came and with the Italian ladies, you know, around, said to her, don't worry, when you get, you know, when you can deliver, we'll come and help you. We'll come. And Mom said, oh, no, I'm going to the hospital. They thought she was a big snob. Didn't like her for a while, but I guess they got over it. She said, what? I went to the clinic in Italy for Ray. I'm going to have the ladies come. They're crazy. I went to the hospital. They you know, for many years, like Ann Hogan, who's younger than Tony, they were all born at home. Ann was born at home. Oh, they didn't go to the hospital. They thought Mom was crazy. Oh, dear. So that's it, I guess. Unless there's something else.
Anybody else a question you'd like to ask?
I think that's all of them. Yeah.
All right. Joshua, do you have one? Great. Thank you so much. This was one. I really appreciate your time and yeah, being with us and sharing your stories. It was great to get together, everyone. Today would have been the last day of the reunion. I'm so glad that so many of the Palombos were able to get together. Yeah, I guess we can just get together on Zoom again sometime in the near future and yeah, do this again.
Yeah.
Nice job. Great.
Nice job, Aunt Monica. Thank you. And Aunt Rita, I really appreciate it.
Very special.
Hope to see you soon.
Thanks, Marty.
Very
Thank you.
special.
Monica.
We love you. Mwah. Mwah.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Take care.
Hi, Priscilla.
Bye, bye.
Bye.
Hi, Nora. Hi, Anita. Bye, bye.
Right. Okay.
Seeing you.
Take care.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Nora.
You don't have to go yet. Just hang on in case.
I'm leaving tomorrow, and Gary's there for another week until a week from tomorrow. So we're both been here like 10. I was here for like 10 days, and Gary's gonna be here 10 days. We gave mom a very light. We gave mom a very light gin and tonic last night, and it was the best she slept in weeks.
Oh, hey.
So now that's gonna be a regular thing now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Gary, of course, Gary. It was Gary's night.
Oh, it was Gary's.
And it was light on Gary's scale.
It was Gary's idea to give her.
It worked.
It worked.
I think we might try a light whiskey sour tonight.
Yeah, that was my drink. I don't know about that.
We don't know.
Probably knocked me out.
We don't know about that if we knock her out. She's taken very good care of the ladies. There's always somebody here, and they take great care
Yeah,
of her.
very good.
So,
We're very happy to have the Yankees back on TV also.
How's Bob doing as a
Bob,
There he is right here. Here's the mayor. Here's the mayor.
somebody has
Right
to
here.
hand over the screen. There. Now I
There.
can
I'm doing fine. You know, these people come and go. I've been here 65 years. I'm going anywhere soon.
do you get a lot of calls because of the virus?
Well, I get a lot of calls about the people wearing masks and why they don't wear masks. And yeah, we had a kangaroo issue a few weeks ago. We
Oh, I heard about it.
heard about the kangaroos.
Rita,
Yeah.
A real
Had
kangaroo?
a lot of fun stuff going on. But it's still the place to be. Kit's over here, and the grandkids have been coming around to see Mom, and Ava was just here, and Amalia was here last week, so it's very good.
we miss Vecchi today.
Yeah, I don't know. Vicky's she's probably out on the lake. Andy's out. Andy's at a sailing. Took a lesson from a friend sailing. Andy's been busy all week. Been cooking just about every night, cooking up a storm. But hasn't been a good week for weight loss, that's for sure. But so glad to see everybody and do it in person soon, I hope. Get back on track.
Yeah.
It was great seeing you.
And Lisa, please give our love to Eliza, who's in the hospital right now. As well. Keep us posted. Hi, Robert.
What's up with Eliza? We didn't hear why she was in the hospital.
Having a baby.
Having a baby, that's what I thought. Yeah. Yep.
Great. Eliza and Jason.
Having baby girl.
They're the Cornell people, right?
Baby girl. All right, all.
Bye-bye.
Milan's growing so big. Look at him.
Bye.
Bye, Milan. Bye, Nora. Bye. Look at him. He's so cute.
Enjoy your ice cream.
Hi, Robert.
Not quite. We got away yet.
Joshua and Pia, they're not there in Greece. They're not here.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, Nora.
Peace.
Love to you and Patrice.
Bye.
Do you want to stay on for a second so we can talk technology?
Who you t-
Sure. We might be able to use it on bars.
So unfortunately, my recording, and when I tried to share my screen, I was messing up buttons because I was nervous, so I accidentally paused the recording. So I'm so glad that you also recorded.
You talking to me?
Yes.
All right, good. Yeah, I recorded twice. Once on my phone, looking at the screen, and also on the Zoom the whole time.
Okay. And you think the Zoom one is that one worked fine and everything's good on that one?
Well, it didn't say it. It got nothing during the whole process, and except for Mark occasionally freezing, everybody else was on the whole time. So however, I'll figure out how to get a copy out, and then I'll send it to you, and then you can go through it, and then I'll also figure out how much of my phone showing that it's got 68 minutes, 69 minutes of recording. So I'll have the phone version too. You guys can't see the phone, but it's right here. So I'll right now I've got to leave to go to LA, so it's going to take me a little time to work on it, but it'll sometime by early next week. All right.
Great.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
All right.
Thank you for your offer to help transcribing. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for setting this up. This is really amazing. It's a really special thing.
Really special.
Thank you. I'm so glad. And I also heard there are recordings of who was talking. It was Elda and you, Mom?
Well, Rita talked to Elda talked to Eva, and then something happened, and Laura, we were supposed to talk, but I don't have any of us. I hit those old-fashioned tapes, you know. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye, Lisa.
Thank you. I don't know if they could be put on. I'll go through them. I was gonna get them out and then just play a little bit of then have
these are
Mom's voice.
Old ones or what?
Yeah, you know those tapes where the tape
Cassette tapes.
Let's get
cassette tapes. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, do y'all have the one of, and Rita, maybe you can help me here, the one of Ray that he did?
CD, DVD.
He did a DVD.
And I was playing it, and it's fading.
Oh, really? I haven't gone out
I
and.
don't know if you've looked at yours.
You're
No,
su-
I haven't.
You're sure it's not your vision, right?
Say that again.
Boy, he lives dangerously. He thinks he's at the reunion with Sal.
This Zoom is great for social distancing. It's a much safer place.
But I'll punch him for you.
I was playing mahjong online, and I said I didn't like it to my friend. I said, because everything's so small. She says, that's your vision.
Well,
I'd be curious to know because there's like pieces of it where it fades and then it'll come back.
Well, I'll find it out.
I watched it not too long ago, and it was fine.
The whole thing was fine.
The whole thing, yeah.
I don't know if I got it.
Have you tried any other? Have you tried other DVDs? Because it might be the head on the DVD player, but we'll check ours.
Yeah, you'll try. It could be.
I can find it in the pod.
But I was really kind of zonked about it because I thought I wanted to see it.
We can copy it if
Yeah,
we
if ours
can.
is good, we'll make a copy of it.
We got a DVD copier. That's an old technology I didn't let her throw away.
Well, we've got a whole big thing. That's one of the reasons I have air conditioning in the garage. Thanks to Rita. I have a whole big thing full of equipment that I don't want to be left in heat here.
If you lean a laser disc player, she has one of those too. and it's a karaoke laser disc player.
with all Frank Sinatra songs.
Well, I thought maybe you'd bring that picture of you, Rena.
Oh, of me, my beautiful one that you saved and preserved, that you found.
Mom, you saw Mom wrote on the top of it.
My bathing beauty picture.
She was. Did you know that she was on the cover of the Sunday magazine?
In the Democrat and Chronicle.
Democrat and Chronicle.
Not even the Canandaigua, yeah.
I'll test your paper. She's on the cover in a bikini.
All stretched across a bunch of rocks.
She recreates that picture for me once a week.
Yeah, except instead of a bikini, I'm wearing a muumuu.
Just ask him for his equivalent.
You know what we watched recently was the video that we took of the dance party that we did in the tent at the Inn on the Lake when everyone was in a circle dancing to New York, New York, and Aunt Rita, you and Mom, and all of you were there. You were all dancing. It was fabulous.
I sent out a link. I sent out the link to a YouTube thing. I uploaded it to YouTube and sent out a link on that. And it's a private link. You've got to have the YouTube. You've got to have the link to be able to see it. So I'll Monica, did I send that to you?
Yeah, it was the very last thing that was recorded in the night, and it cut off because we ran out of memory just before the end of the song. But it got the real zest of it. Everybody just loving it and doing the legs raising to New York, New York. It was really fun. Aunt Rita, you were really a card that night.
I was in the middle of the circle of people, and I went around the circle a couple of different times in the video. I'll get you the link. But it's not really bright, so I don't know.
It's kind of dark.
You might have to increase the brightness on your screen. I'm going to leave now before I get in more trouble.
This was great.
But Mom, Marcus, maybe, I don't know if you have some devices to help copy that into digital format or something like that. That would be great.
That's great. Marcos,
We can figure it out. I can talk to him offline.
All right.
Okay, well, we're going to go. We love this. Everybody stay healthy. Okay, love you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Mwah.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Do I have to do anything to save the recording? How do I save the recording?
So right now I'm looking at, before I had pressed pause, and now I press stop, and then it says, do you want to stop cloud recording? And then it says, if yes, you will receive an email notification when the recording is ready. So.
All right, good. All right, great. All right, I'm hitting stop recording right now, and it says the record file will be converted to MP4 when the meeting ends. All right.
You're official.
All right. Very good.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Arrivederci.
Bye bye.
Love you too. Thank you.